Yeah. Indeed, indeed. Yes. Yes. Effortless, the wizard reflected in the river. Scary, dark, this humorous Harry Partch's music. Original down to the bones that prop him up. Metaphysical, his poems in the omnibus. Carried through this poetry on eagle wings. Married to his poetry as people to things. Holding up a mirror to the plot against me. Until it's clearer who's God's enemy. A metaphor, the wizard, red and orange mister, embark of autumn. In a dark mood often, this Andrew in a black mood. Music is the Canada goose, as a natural conatus. As we blackly fall through our passage through the years. Our passage through the years. Our passage through the years. A time for the past, a time for the future. The dinosaurs of rap and Dinosaur Jr. Yeah. On the wings of a digression, I thought I'd drink my obsession away. But vodka sings my intention as a flame, burning in the center of me, turning as the dead leaves of literature, as empty as Whitman's words. At art's borders, a drake sinister. In the dark corners, Satan's signature. A bluebird tweeting ridiculous praise of the universe, speaking through this disgrace, using words to reach an unwritten range at the University of Spitting Flames. Astonished he got this F0 on his paper, a poetry novice and Negro with the paper. Astonished by the fact of romanticism, I vomit my irrational anthem. The purple refrain our Mildred hums, encircling the brain this silk thread spun. Pills at lunch in the hurricane, the curly mane who still gets drunk. It's an age-old brand of poem to the rainbow palindromes. My raps make no stand-alone sense as Nero's plan for Rome. Famine and failure his thorny path. Valid on paper his Portuguese raps. Asking the waiter to pour me a glass. A black entertainer, this ornery rapper. Asking for crowd participation. The rapper proud that his art is ancient, knowingly mired in time's molasses, slowly driving through this rhyme traffic. Divine madness, the poet riding, the horse flying through skies black as pitch. Ink, baseballs at night, blind as bats, echolocational, non-vocational education in the novelization of his special location, East Vancouver, this getting naked and speaking as the nudist, this tree uprooted, the dream of truth and tea too we sip, meaningful ruminative. Unholy, his address among the lowly, the Lazarus, whose truth you couldn't lumiere. Human on the blue chair, black as the call of the nightingale, cameras watching the light fail, the dimly gleaming kite's tail, and wintry meaning this icy hail, falling in photogravity, modeling the proto-tragedy of Neanderthals. While black as the panther paws, I rap with the gab of God in some used bookstore squift. The one true crook, more lit than the candelabra, this Sibyl, this Cassandra, as Baruch has remarked, of the argument of art. And as if that weren't sufficient profundity, I spit rap so vivid no one but me, whose image is fun to see, feel, taste, and whatnot. Only I could reveal the grave thrust of his plot, the way the gun is bought. The silver pistol small in his pink hand, the spinning disco ball, the drink stand. Words elevate the postmodern sentence as bullets separate ghosts from their reference. Whether fucking with animal husbandry or fucking with the sacrosanct as Rushdie, you have to thank the Almighty for the chance to hate his nicety, cruel as the grinning sea, infinity, and human as a kick in the teeth. That's reality, that man of infinite sobriquets, laughing as if one had infinite cocaine, sniffing with his nose again. The poet aflame as the monk, and throwing with the aim of a drunk his punk, afloat in the rain of a month. This poem down the drain as I strum the guitar, like some lutenist lyrical in the epic poem of reality, getting stoned under a black tree, drinking in the park, sing muse of arms and the legs of an artist so great he could spark a debate with just an offhand freestyle rhyme thrown into the painting. These dry bones in the drip painting, this modernist abstract informed by postmodernism and realism, so strong in his simple belief system, so wrong yet he grins with the teeth of his wisdom, as he yawns and begins to let sleep kill him. He says, "Speak, villain." Black stars and comets, avant-garde prophets, random bars gravid, the fact of Mars the planet, his poetry noisy, these oily black fountainous alpha, beta, gammas of how to make a rap album as closely held as belief by the poet, knowing his fiction's supreme, why demote it, promote it. These green rhymes devoted to old texts, his freestyle approach to death, bubbling black under his rap's radical path, thunder and flash, this fast-acting snack, the THC and CBD in his jujubes. Speech made free this LP with the screws loose, that's LP for his long poem, rattling the cages, throwing rats into the rattlesnake pit. This coffin for clothes, the mouth of modernity, he offers to those who doubt his paternity. This awkward pose, the trout imperfectly caught in prose, the great simulacra, strong as the rope they lynch true rappers with, human as the witch. In the nothing, his style was mystery, as nothing as climbing the hill of beans. In the conflict of time and history, the strong will survive to whisper defeat. In the nothing of unicorn attacks, in truth we're all human or black. That's an allusion to the meta-theory of Afro-pessimism, he said clearly to his anthropo-brethren. They thought they'd manacled my essence. This casual sentence, its Proustian complexity, sapid elegance blew in the fog of elegance to make it new and solve the questions never in an aporia of an informal love of form.